A quick update. First of all, I still can't believe how bright they have it down there. Although, I kind of understand why they put all those lights in. Because down that end, they've been having lots and lots of problems with, like crime and stuff, relatively speaking. You know, people pack together lots of drugs. Basically, I think this whole area, they're going to put in those townhomes, and then nobody's going to be able to afford the rent except for, and it's terrible to say, and I'm not really trying to be super judgmental, but except Section 8 people. And the problem with that is you get one bad egg, the good eggs move out, more bad eggs move in. It appears that's what's going on, and I think that's why they've got it so bright down here. It's still dark up where I live. Well, except it's not dark because of the sun. Anyway, update. The move out has started. I spent 9 hours putting crap into the storage unit. This is what happens when you're a writer. I went through all my books and anything that I could find in the library, I donated and got rid of. And I still have piles of writing. Piles and piles and piles. Anyway. And next is I have to sort the house into 5 piles, which is stuff to be trashed, which is a lot of cat stuff. Because I don't know. See, I was down and out. I was convinced that I was going to be homeless, and I was accepting this idea, and it's not a great place that I'm going to. I mean, I'm saying this, but I can make it better. You know, there are stores where I can do things like get a decent rug. That will make a huge difference. You know, things like that. Make the space smaller and cozier. You know, basic decoration crap, which normally I don't do. But I can do that, and it will make things better. Anyway, but it does not accept animals. Period. And I have not found. Okay. That's not true. I did find a place that would board cats. I mean, in theory, long term. I don't know if they have any space. I don't know if they would accept my cats. I don't know if that's just BS that they say yes, they mean long term, and by that they mean a full week. But based on their rates, to board the 3 would be $810 a month. Plus expenses. Nope. Can't do that. I mean, I feel so bad. Like, the reason Poppy especially could not go to a shelter was because he had lived 4 years of his life in a cage. And in the very least, they have to quarantine him for a week. I mean, I think that he would be out in a flash. He likes other cats. He's personable. He gets along. He's a big, cozy thing. I think he would be in the general cat room, which is like a couple of rooms with lots of places for them to hide and soft spots and, access to outside, they call them catios, and sun and all that stuff, and people, and he'd be adopted fairly quick, but he's got to get through the trauma of being in a cage for at least a week for quarantine. I am sick over it. I'm gonna miss them terrible. I let them down so bad. By 5 days, including today, I didn't think I was gonna find a house. Maybe I can find someplace. On my list of things to do today is to call a vet. I mean, first of all, they need to know what's going on. Maybe they have ideas. Is to call the shelter itself. Maybe they have ideas. And the problem is I don't know how long. I mean, who knows? I'm saying this is going to suck going to this place, but maybe it's perfect. Maybe I'll be there for a couple of years and I really won't have any cats. All right, the sun is coming up. I'm going back. Also, well, it's the middle of the night, obviously, but Sunday's my normal day off. And I did have my kid come and help some. He at least drove back and forth with me. Today I packed the shelter. I packed the storage unit. I think it was 8. Times that I filled. I have a minivan, but I only filled the back of it. I didn't take it down to the seats. So I mean, I could have put a lot more in there. But the further you get into it, you're gonna crawl into it, as opposed to if you only go like 2 layers deep in the back, then you can like lean forward and pull stuff out. And it's a lot of stuff. And I mean, he did help some, and it was moral support, and he saw the cats. Probably one last time. I mean, because actually Percy was a birthday present for him. Poppy and Pansy, I got after he started. I got Poppy while he was at an long-term inpatient treatment center. Wait, no, I didn't. I got Pixie while he was in the long-term. So I got Poppy, but I don't know why. He had nothing to do with it. I think because I didn't want him to get his hopes up, because Poppy had it was like mission impossible getting him, because the people that had him had to they didn't have to, but they didn't want him anymore because he wasn't making a profit for them anymore. But they couldn't go through any normal channels because they would be arrested for animal abuse. And so it was like days of being staked out while they, checked me out and watched me to make sure that I was not affiliated with anybody and I wasn't going to have a cop show up as soon as they did and stuff like that. So I don't think I told him in case it wasn't going to go happen. And then all of a sudden I was like, here's a cat. But Hicks I got when August went away for the first time. And Pansy came because she was Pixie's sister. And I don't know. I am so sick, over it, and guilty. I feel so bad. These cats are not going to know what's going to happen to them. And I'm not going to have them anymore. And yes, I have recommended it a good number of times as a substitution for like an actual human relationship. Get a pet. And I'm not going to have one. You know, I don't even consider it a coping mechanism, but it is. It is. And it's going away. It's going to be bad. And that's life. And I'm going to have like a pile of money. Oh my God. And then the work situation. I have another new boss. Before anybody asks, I do not want to be a boss. At all. I do not want that responsibility, and I don't want to interact with people. But yeah, I've gone through, I don't even know how many bosses. And the new boss was like, couldn't care less what my schedule was supposed to be. Is that a cat? It is a cat. It is Poppy. Hey, Pop. Can't see him. Anyway, and again, if you didn't know, because they would have me working 100 hours a week. Oh, another cat's probably Percy. I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know. I laid down the law and said, this is my schedule, this is when I'm available. You know, that is Percy. If I'm in the middle of a job or whatever, I will stay late, but otherwise I don't want to be scheduled for this. This new boss came in and was like, and this next week I requested an extra day off on Tuesday because, again, I'm moving and I have so much shit to do. And the actual day that I move, I did not request that off. Because when it comes down to it, the actual day of the move is actually going to be very little left because it's just one room. I'm not going to have much to actually bring. I'm going to have to bring a bed. I'm going to have to bring clothes. I'm going to have to bring like a couple of storage pieces of furniture. My daily necessities like medications, and I take like a ton of vitamins. A ton of vitamins, really ridiculous. Well, I mean, they're supposed to help. Vitamin D is supposed to help. Fish oil is supposed to help. Ashwagandha, whatever. Every time oh, can you see the sunset? No, yeah, there. I mean, it's not the sunset, it's sunrise. Anyway, if they say, hey, this supplement is supposed to help your mental health, I try it. Cats are hopping. They're gonna have to be inside and stuck inside. It's terrible. Anyway, so I did not request the actual day that I move off, but I did request an extra day just to do stuff. Well, initially the boss was like, okay, cool, well, you can work 3 hours later on Monday because you're having Tuesday off. I'm like, no, you don't understand. During the day, I'm moving boxes and stuff. I'm moving heavy things. I have to clean the entire place. You know, and had a good pout over that. And then, okay, well, then every other day you can come in a little early. I'm like, no, I can't. I don't need more hours. I don't want more hours. Just like, okay, fine. And cut my schedule down to 23 hours. Just like, I don't give a shit. I really don't at this point. Money is not a problem for me. Time is a problem. So I'm like, fine, cool. Well, guess what? Her supervisor looked at the schedule. Well, first of all, again, I don't work on Sundays normally. It's my one day off. And today I spent at least 9 hours, it might have been 10, literally moving heavy boxes of books and papers and stuff like that. And I got this panic call. Oh my God, we're so busy. We really need you. Please, we work. Okay. I have to look presentable. I have to get ready. Put on my makeup. Still looking like scrub, from the waist down, but gotta look presentable. Start work. I'm like, why? Why? I end up working for half an hour. And then there was nothing. I'm like, are you serious? What is this? Why did you have me go through all this effort? Right? Hi, Percy. Meow. Why did you have me go through all this effort for a stupid half hour? It's like I'm a pacifier for them and they need to have me around. So next week, I have the oddball day off Tuesday, and then I'm looking at the schedule, and guess what they did? Well, first of all, they put all my regular hours back in, except for the Tuesday. And they added working in the day on Sunday, so it's 6 days next week. Hello, Percy. See him? See if I can get the flash to work. He's like, you will not see me. I am the ghost stealthy cat. You will not ever see me. There he is. Isn't he Cutie Pie hiding behind the post because he camouflages? Anyway, so yeah, at first I was like, it was like a literal shot in the teeth. Like, oh, good, we don't need you at all then. If you're not going to show up, And again, there's lots of people that work at this. It's not like I'm the only one. There's like easily 8 or 10 other people that they could have pressured to come and take over these hours, but they didn't. They went to me and they had a fit and wanted to be like vengeful when I was like, no, I'm sorry, here's my limits. I'm expecting such a super crash. This part of it is just mad. This is going. Oh, I was going to go see where the fireflies are. It's actually too late in the season for them anyway. I missed them this year. I missed everything this year. I'm saying this because there's one lonely, half-dying one right there. Let's see if I can get it. Probably can't, right? One sad little firefly. Hi, Pop. Puppy. Anyway, that's where I stand. I'm really annoyed with work again because it's power play. It's stupid. We got the new person who is like, okay, well, we don't need you at all. And then we got the people who know who I was, who was like, oh, we need you to come in for half an hour. Please just log in. Please, please, please. We're so busy. We can't handle this. And I'm like, I did 2 jobs. And clearly they were simple jobs if I did them in a half an hour. And I'm like, you don't need me. I think I'm leaving now. Like, oh, thanks so much. Thanks for helping. I'm like, oh my God. You gotta get rid of that passy, I don't know. But right now, work is a major distraction. All this stuff is a major distraction. My insomnia is insane. I went to the store last night. Not last night, night before. Okay, technically, this is Monday. See the sunset? I keep saying that. See the sunrise? This is Monday. Yesterday was the day I worked the half-hour day. The day before, and I did all the moving into the storage unit. The day before that, I just did like a regular work day, and it wasn't actually that physical at all. And after work, I was like, oh yeah, this is the other problem. I have no food in the house because, like, why would I have food in the house? I am actually throwing stuff out. I'm not keeping. So I'm like, I have to go get some food. When I was driving home, I was so tired that I kept dozing and drifting. The car was drifting. I was like, just come on, wake up for 5 minutes. Let's go home and you can go to sleep. I am still sleeping only like an hour and a pop. Maybe 2 hours. It's just so much stress. I developed an eye twitch from stress and from exhaustion. That has stopped. The stress now is the cats. Stress is evil. But this will end. This level of stress is going to end. And when it does, and when I can slightly normalize, I'm expecting a massive crash of one sort or another. I have 2 trips to plan. They're paid for, but I got like the daily, like I didn't do hardly any daily stuff when I went to Ireland, not because it actually turned out I didn't have to. By the way, all museums are free in Ireland unless they're associated with a company. Like if you go to the Guinness tour, which everybody does, that you have to pay for, but any like museums are free and you don't need to get an advanced ticket. I was like, okay, cool. I did a 1 day, all day bus tour, and that was the only thing that I actually planned ahead of time. And probably I could have done that when I landed. Did not need to do in advance. These next trips, I'm going to do a lot of planning in advance, buy stuff in advance. Again, because I need something to focus on. Oh, here comes a car. I guess it's time for me to get back into my cave of my house because can you see the moon? The moon. Anyway, that's the update. Talk to you later. Bye.